Do you want to go through a couple of these guys and see
Yeah.
what, like, whether
Well,
you can see something from them or where you think they're going to end up?
well, so the biggest one, the one at the top of the list I've got anyway, is Rusev.
Rusev, yeah. Well, Rusev was so underutilized ever since he came out in a tank.
Yeah, that's actually the picture in this article I've got
I
behind me.
really hope that Tony Khan is currently looking at his financial assets, not to
Well,
fire anyone, but to see how much he can spend on a tank.
well, not only that's how he should make his debut.
Definitely.
Not only Tony Khan, but on the Jim Ross podcast, he actually said like the number one thing right now is for them to get Rusev. They reckon he can come in and be a contender just like immediately.
I think he's one of those guys that like Steve Austin in WCW, whatever. I think he's one of those guys that could completely
And
change
he
his
was going to be the
character.
next big thing.
Yeah, yeah, I really do believe it because he's got that spark. Like whether you like him or not, within 10 minutes he can make you like him. And I think if used correctly, he could be a massive deal in a couple of years.
So it's definitely not my idea, but someone else said online that AEW should also pick up Aiden English and then have him as his manager again. No, you're not into that?
I know that it was popular, and I think that maybe it would work well for a couple of months, and then bin off Aiden English. I don't think it should be a full-time thing.
I'm not too sure I'm keen on the way AEW uses managers either. I don't think they use them correctly.
I haven't seen much AEW. Who's got a manager at the moment?
So you've got
I know Sean Spears and Tully Blanchard.
yeah, and then Cody often comes out with either DDP or he comes out more recently with the other Four Horsemen member.
Arn Anderson.
Yes, it.
Is that a regular thing now then?
Not regular, only for like big matches. That's it. It's not managers. It's usually like the wrestler's best friend comes out with them.
Mm.
I think that's why I don't like it. It doesn't fit so well. But anyway, although Rusev would be a massive asset to AEW, I think he should go to New Japan, which would suck for people that regularly watch American wrestling. But I think Rusev would be bigger. He'd be put more over in New Japan
Why do you think he'd work over there?
because of his style, because he's so hard hitting, and they would allow him to be even hard hitting than he already is. That
So
he would
proper
just,
bruiser.
yeah, he would be
gimmick.
this huge monster foreign heel, and I
Yeah.
reckon he could be at Wrestle Kingdom like next year having a massive match. But likely AEW, I think.
I'm gonna go with well, as opposed to not where I actually think he's gonna end up, but where I want him to end up. I think that if I was 7 years old, the person I would be obsessed with in wrestling right now is Cody Rhodes. I think I would have a Cody Rhodes action figure. When he comes out in that long trench coat and looks $1 million, I can imagine just like him being my absolute favorite if I was a kid. And I think that Rusev has that amazing sort of old school style and old school look where he could, like you said, be the monster heel versus Cody's all-American babyface. And I think they could recreate something pretty magical there, like late 80s sort of style of Cody as Hogan, Rusev as like Sergeant Slaughter when he went bad or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think those two could be like a great main event feud. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see him in AEW.
Yeah, I love Cody. That would be awesome.